In nearly every country on Earth, the same story plays out. Women live longer than men. We're not talking about a year or two. The global gap is almost 6 years. For decades, we chalked it up to lifestyle. Men smoking more, drinking more, or working more dangerous jobs. And while that's part of it, it's only the tip of the iceberg. The real reason is hidden deep inside us. Presenter points to their chest, indicating DNA, in a genetic code that acts as a master switch for longevity. A switch that nature gave women a head start on. But what if I told you that you can learn to flip that same switch on command? Stick with me, because this isn't a short video. This is a complete guide. Over the next 17 minutes, we're going to break down the science of a gene called FOXO3. You won't just understand the facts. You'll walk away with a step-by-step, actionable plan to reclaim those years and, more importantly, the quality of life you deserve. This is a commitment you make to yourself. So before we go any further, I want you to go to the comments right now and type, "I am taking control of my biology." Declare your intention. It's the first step to signaling to your brain that this is serious. And if you're truly ready to master your health, now is the perfect time to subscribe and hit the notification bell. You don't want to miss a single piece of this puzzle. Alright, let's dive in. The hero of our story is a gene called FOXO3. For a moment, forget the technical name. Think of it as the CEO of your cells. Its job isn't the small stuff. Its job is to issue the most important commands to ensure the survival and resilience of your entire body. When your DNA gets damaged, from pollution, poor food, or just the passage of time, FOXO3 dispatches the genetic maintenance crew, a team of repair enzymes that fix the code before a problem can start. What if a cell goes rogue and starts multiplying uncontrollably? That's the beginning of cancer. FOXO3 acts like a special forces commander. It issues the apoptosis order, essentially a self-destruct button. The corrupted cell terminates itself cleanly, sacrificing itself for the greater good before it can form a tumor. It's the most brutally efficient quality control system in existence. And then there's oxidative stress. Think of this as the rust that slowly wears down your body's infrastructure. It's the real engine of aging. When this rust builds up, FOXO3 activates your cell's own internal factories to produce glutathione, the body's master antioxidant. It literally gives your cells the tools they need to fight rust from the inside out. This is why it's not just another gene. It's a master regulator. And we know it's crucial because of research done in the real world. In the early 2000s, scientists studied the exceptionally long-lived populations in places like Okinawa, Japan. They found a pattern. A specific version of the FOXO3 gene was incredibly common in the superagers, who lived past 100 in excellent health. They realized that having this gene fine-tuned doesn't just add years to your life, it adds life to your years. It increases your health span. Because what's the point of living to 100 if the last 20 years are spent in poor health? The goal of FOXO3 is to get you to 100 with the energy to play with your great-grandchildren. If you could give your genes one command right now, what would it be? Repair something specific, boost your defenses, or clean out the accumulated rust? Let me know down below. This is where it gets really interesting. Why does this cellular CEO seem to work overtime in women's bodies? The answer is one word: estrogen. It's not just that estrogen activates FOXO3. The relationship is more elegant. Think of your DNA as a massive library. Not every book is read all the time. Epigenetics is the science of which books get opened. In this case, estrogen acts like a master librarian with a special key. Its consistent presence in a woman's body ensures that the FOXO3 book isn't just open, but it's sitting on the main desk, under a spotlight, ready to be read at the first sign of trouble. From puberty to menopause, a woman's estrogen levels are significantly higher. This prolonged exposure creates a biological state that favors FOXO3 expression. Evolutionarily, this is a masterpiece. Nature's primary goal is the continuation of the species. To do that, it invested its best protective resources in the female body to ensure the ability to carry and raise the next generation. Protecting the mother was protecting the future. But here's the crucial question. Does this advantage disappear after menopause? And here is the key for all of us. Estrogen may be the factory-installed key, but the lock, the FOXO3 gene itself, remains. And there are many other keys we can forge for ourselves. Keys that don't depend on gender or age, but on our daily choices. Nature gave women a head start, but the longevity race is one we all can run. And now, I'm going to give you the master keys. Switch number 1. Nature's Pharmacy, Phytonutrients. Food isn't just calories, it's information. Certain compounds are epigenetic signals you can send to your DNA. First, astaxanthin. This pigment gives wild-caught salmon, krill, and shrimp their deep red color. It's unique because it can position itself across the entire cell membrane, protecting both the fatty and watery parts. Crucially, it crosses the blood-brain and blood-retina barriers, meaning it can directly protect your brain and eyes from oxidative stress. Always opt for wild-caught salmon over farmed for a potent dose. Second, sulforaphane. This is the treasure hidden in cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, cauliflower, and cabbage. Here's the secret. It only forms when the plant is damaged, chopped, or chewed. It's a plant defense mechanism that activates our own defenses. Sulforaphane flips a switch in our bodies called NRF2, which then orders our cells to produce their own army of antioxidant and anti-inflammatory enzymes. Kitchen tip: chop broccoli, especially sprouts, which have up to 50x the concentration, and let it sit for 30 to 40 minutes before lightly steaming it. This maximizes sulforaphane production. Third, EGCG from green tea. This powerful polyphenol is famous for its health benefits. It acts directly on the FOXO3 pathway, helping to regulate cell growth, fight inflammation, and improve insulin sensitivity. A high-quality matcha or sencha green tea are excellent sources. Switch number 2. The power of hot and cold, hormesis. Our genes weren't forged in comfort. They evolved to handle challenges. This concept of beneficial stress is called hormesis. What doesn't kill you makes you genetically stronger. Exposing your body to short bursts of extreme temperatures is a powerful form of hormesis. A cold shower or ice bath triggers the release of cold shock proteins. Similarly, a session in a sauna activates heat shock proteins. Think of these proteins as your cell's paramedics. They find and repair damaged proteins. And the director who deploys them is our CEO, the FOXO3 gene. This controlled stress is like a fire drill that keeps your entire defense system sharp. Switch number 3 and number 4, intelligent rest, fasting, and superior fuel, ketones. These two are perhaps the most powerful and intertwined switches of all. Intermittent fasting. When you're eating all day, your body is constantly in processing mode, driven by the hormone insulin. There's no time for cleanup. Intermittent fasting, simply consolidating your meals into a window of 8, 6, or even 4 hours, creates a daily 16 to 20-hour period where the system can rest. When insulin drops, a Nobel Prize-winning process called autophagy begins. Your cells literally begin to eat themselves, consuming their own old, damaged parts. It's the ultimate recycling and rejuvenation system, and FOXO3 is a key director of this process. Ketones. When you fast for over 12 to 14 hours or dramatically reduce carbs, your body shifts from burning sugar to burning fat. A byproduct of this is ketones. Here's the key: ketones aren't just fuel, they are signaling molecules. Burning sugar is like burning coal. It's dirty and creates a lot of oxidative stress. Burning ketones is like using clean, efficient solar power. This state sends a direct message to the FOXO3 gene: the environment is one of scarcity. Activate all protection protocols, reduce inflammation, and increase stress resistance. Switch number 5. The stress that strengthens, high-intensity interval training. Moderate exercise is good, but HIIT is a next-level genetic activator. Short bursts of maximum effort, followed by recovery, create an oxidative stress that forces your body to adapt and get stronger. This process stimulates the growth of new mitochondria, your cell's power plants, and sends an emergency signal to FOXO3 to strengthen all cellular defenses. 20 minutes of HIIT, 3 times a week, can be more potent for activating these genes than an hour of slow cardio. Switch number 6 and number 7, controlled stressors, hypoxia and sun exposure. Brief, controlled exposure to other stressors is also key. One is intermittent hypoxia, or temporarily reducing oxygen through specific breathing exercises or altitude training. This forces your body to become more efficient with oxygen and activates survival genes, including FOXO3. Then there's the sun. UV radiation, in safe, controlled doses, morning or late afternoon sun, is another hormetic stressor. It's vital for vitamin D production, a critical hormone for your health, and it stimulates repair pathways throughout the body. Switch number 8, the deep reset, prolonged fasting. If intermittent fasting is a daily cleanup, a prolonged fast of 48 to 72 hours, done safely and occasionally, is a complete system overhaul. The impact on FOXO3 is massive. During a prolonged fast, autophagy skyrockets, senescent zombie cells that cause aging are cleared out, and the production of new stem cells is stimulated. It is the most potent activator on this list, a true biological reset button. The 5 epigenetic inhibitors of the FOXO3 gene. Knowing how to activate a gene is only half the battle. You must also know what shuts it down. These are measurable physiological processes caused by our daily habits. Chronic hyperinsulinemia. This is the clinical term for chronically high insulin levels. Your body is either in repair mode, FOXO3, or growth mode, mTOR. They are mutually exclusive. A diet high in refined carbs and sugar forces the body into constant growth mode. The activation of the mTOR pathway directly suppresses the expression of the FOXO3 gene. It's a law of cell biology. Low-grade systemic inflammation. This is a persistent state of immune system alert, measurable by markers like C-reactive protein, CRP. It's mainly caused by the consumption of industrial seed oils, like soybean, canola, corn, ultra-processed foods, and a lack of quality sleep. This inflammatory environment creates biochemical static, corrupting the communication pathways that FOXO3 relies on to issue its repair commands. Sustained elevated cortisol. Our stress response was designed for acute, short-term threats. Chronic stress from work, finances, and modern life keeps cortisol levels permanently high. High cortisol signals an ongoing emergency, forcing the body to suspend all long-term projects like DNA repair and cellular optimization. It sacrifices long-term health for perceived short-term survival. Toxic load and endocrine disruptors. We are exposed to synthetic chemicals like BPA from plastics, phthalates in personal care products, and pesticides like glyphosate. These are known as endocrine disruptors. They mimic our natural hormones, blocking their receptors or sending faulty signals. This creates hormonal chaos that directly interferes with the expression of protective genes like FOXO3. Sedentary lifestyle. Movement is an epigenetic signal. Muscle contraction releases anti-inflammatory molecules. Inactivity, on the other hand, sends a clear signal to your genes: there are no challenges. There is no need to be strong or resilient. You can power down the maintenance systems. It's a formal invitation for accelerated decline. This information is powerful, but without data, you're flying blind. To truly manage your health, you need your body's performance report. This means getting the right medical tests. When you speak with your doctor, be proactive. Ask for specific markers to measure your metabolic and inflammatory health. Write these down. High-sensitivity C-reactive protein, HSCRP, measures systemic inflammation. You want it to be under 1 mg per liter. Hemoglobin A1C, HbA1c, gives you a 3-month average of your blood sugar control. Fasting insulin. This is crucial. It shows if your body is overworking to manage blood sugar, the first step toward insulin resistance. Vitamin D, 25-hydroxy. This is a hormone that regulates thousands of genes. It's fundamental for immune health. Knowing these numbers gives you the power to make informed decisions and track your progress. Knowledge without action is just entertainment. The difference between aging with vitality and aging with disease is decided by your daily choices. Let's simplify this with a 21-day action plan. Pick your level. Beginner level. Choose one switch. For example, practice 16:8 intermittent fasting every day. Or add a smoothie with broccoli sprouts and green tea to your morning. Intermediate level. Combine 3 switches. Practice 16:8 fasting. Do 3 HIIT sessions a week, and end your shower with 2 minutes of cold water. Advanced level. If you're already on this path, try one 24 to 36-hour fast during these 21 days. Whatever you choose, commit to it. Come back here in 21 days and share your experience in the comments. Inspire others. You've probably noticed the common enemy behind almost all of these inhibitors is chronic inflammation. It's the fire that fuels accelerated aging. Controlling that inflammation is the single most powerful strategy you can implement. If you want a complete system, with recipes, shopping lists, and the science behind every food, to put out that fire, I've put all my knowledge into my ebook Keto Made Easy. It's the definitive roadmap to making your food your best medicine. If you're ready to make that profound change, the link is waiting for you in the description. Today, we've laid an incredibly powerful foundation. You've learned your genetics are not your destiny, but a tool you can use. This is just the beginning. Now you have 2 ways to continue building your health strategy, right here on this screen. First, for the next logical step, I've selected this video for you right here. In it, we'll explore another key piece of the puzzle to optimize your biology. It's the next level of knowledge you need. Or second, if you prefer the complete roadmap, your destination is this playlist I've organized for you. Think of it as your personal longevity library, with all the content ordered so you can become the expert of your own health. The choice is yours. Take the next step, or dive into the complete strategy. The important thing is to keep moving forward. Click one of the options, and I'll see you there.